Hey guys, this is Tim from Leap coming at you with Kelsey Melnick, my favorite animal husbandry specialist, and today we're going to go over the top 10 questions that have been asked since we launched our website last week.
Questions asked by you and answered by Tim Marks himself.
What, you're not going to help me?
I don't know, we'll see.
They're pretty easy.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
People want to know about the backgrounds. Right now it is rainforest.
Yep.
Will there be other backgrounds in the future?
Yes, the intent is to have a variety of background options. Initially, to assume that I would assume that we're going to have black, white, rainforest, and a terrestrial environment.
Which is great because then that covers more of everyone's keeping, whether they have desert or if they don't want a background at all.
Yeah, I agree.
Simple.
You know, a lot of people do prefer the white background because it increases the overall brightness inside the terrarium. Some people prefer a black background because it's a clean, sleek look.
Yeah.
We really like the rainforest background because what we find is that even though it is a particular picture of a rainforest, when you're actually just looking at the terrarium, it essentially all blends in and looks like just a very dense planted aquarium.
It does.
or
We
planted
have tried it all.
terrarium. We have, yes.
All right, next up, how do our terrariums handle water?
Okay, this is a very common question. A lot of people are a bit incredulous about the ability for the terrarium to handle water well, which it does. It absolutely handles water very, very well. All the materials are completely inert and waterproof. When installed appropriately, the liner with the foam tape is very effective at ensuring that the water stay inside the terrarium itself, and the liner can actually fill up with water all the way to the top. Even with the door wide open, it's completely capable of sustaining the water, retaining the water that's inside of it.
I think it is important that you say, though, as long as the adhesive is put on properly.
I agree, I agree. And so by properly, what I'm referring to is we include a primer wipe in each enclosure and recommend that you apply it to we suggest you require it, or you apply it directly to the enclosure wall before you install the foam tape. This ensures a good bond. And then secondly, also stated inside of our video, we recommend that you push the foam securely against the edge of the terrarium wall so that it bonds.
All right, next up, a lot of people are interested in this because a lot of people do it themselves. Can you tell us a little bit about adhering spray foam?
Yes, okay, this is a good one. As the terrarium comes out of the box, there's some caveats and techniques to applying spray foam. If you were to apply it just straight up as is, you can have an adhesive problem where the foam will pull away from the vinyl background. So what we recommend is that you use our primer wipe, which you can purchase from our web store, to prepare the vinyl for spray foam addition. And it'll allow that polyurethane spray foam to bond to the vinyl. In addition to that, a little trick that we recommend is that you go to a hardware store and pick up some plastic wall anchors, like what you would use to make sure that the pictures you're hanging really stay in the wall and don't fall down. And I'd poke a little hole, a series of small holes in the back of the enclosure, which is really easy with the polypropylene corrugated material, and put the wall anchors in, then add your spray foam. If any of the wall anchors poke through the spray foam on the other side, just clip them with some side cutters, and that will ensure that the spray foam is actually supported by the corrugated plastic itself. And when you're done, for extra measure, you could run some stainless steel screws through the anchors themselves, and that will expand the anchor inside the foam and ensure that everything works the way you would expect.
Yeah, so it's like holding that weight, keeping it in place, so you don't have to worry about it ever falling off.
Once and done, do it the right way, and then it's over. You don't have to worry about it.
So I think this is in relation to our mister and our fogger. Are they just for our habitats? Can they be used on other? Can you speak a little bit about why we chose these ones and why we like them so much?
So let's start with the fogger. The fogger is a really nice fogging unit. We selected this fogger and designed this fogger because of the fact that it has the ability to control the frequency of operation every day, as well as the duration of operation, meaning how long you're running it for. And it's programmable right out of the box, so you don't have to add a secondary timer. That fogger comes with 2 tubes so that you can use it on 2 distinct terrariums. And stay tuned, because we are going to be introducing a new product to our website within the next 2 weeks or so to actually use with the fogging unit to retain it to the terrarium. It's really simple, cost effective, and makes your terrarium that much sleeker, because at launch right now we don't have an ability to actually attach the fogging unit, the fogging output. But yes, you can use that fogger on any terrarium, absolutely. Secondly, the misting system. The misting system we selected because it's a really price competitive, full featured product that again features the duration and frequency as programmable right out of the box of the misting unit. It comes with 2 misting heads, which is the maximum number of misting heads for that particular unit. So you can use it on up to 2 terrariums or 1 terrarium with 2 misting heads. It includes 2 misting nozzles and sufficient amount of tubing. That bulkhead that comes with it works perfectly inside of a LEAP habitat, but is completely functional on any other terrarium. You just have to do a little bit more DIYing if you're going to use it on another terrarium, whereas with LEAP habitats, it's all plug and play out of the box.
Yeah, the punch out is really nice. I know in the past I've cut myself trying to cut the screen and getting the bulkhead actually tight. So I think one of my favorite aspects of the LEAP habitats is that I don't have to do that. I just pop it out.
I like the fact that I don't have to go to the machine shop and make you special little accessories in order to use on our
so it doesn't
terrariums.
pull the screen down or anything. So
yeah, and then insects end up getting out, or an animal can get cut by the little frayed wires going through the screen.
There's lots of things that
we're not going to ever do.
Yeah, no. All right, kind of tying in with misting, what do you recommend people do that don't have RO systems in their homes?
All right, so we absolutely recommend that for all reptiles and amphibians, you consider the use of a reverse osmosis or RO unit. It ensures that the water going into your habitats is pure. That means in addition to being without chlorine, which is in our tap water, not as big of a deal for reptiles, but a very big deal for amphibians. But it also means that it's pure, so it doesn't have nearly as many dissolved minerals. The dissolved minerals are what make the sides of your terrarium look white, and it causes the glass to scale. It can be difficult to clean, and it's not very sightly. So that's the advantage to RO use. It also requires it also enables less frequent cleaning of your misting and fogging units. If you do not have an RO system, both units will function with it. What I would recommend is that you clean the devices with a dilute vinegar or even better citric acid solution by filling up the reservoirs and running the units, and then off a terrarium, obviously, and then let them sit for a few hours and then rinse it all out afterwards. And that citric acid or dilute vinegar, citric acid is a better solution, will clean the hard water deposits in your system.
Good information to know. Shifting a little bit onto another one of the 5 parameters, can you tell us what's coming out in the future in relation to heat?
This is what I've been waiting for a long time. We've been working on this since the get-go, but it just didn't happen at time of launch. Heat is definitely, well, let's be honest, it's parameter number 3. So it is absolutely an important parameter, and it's something that we look forward to launching a product in. And I think when we do launch the product, you guys are all going to like it. It's pretty darn cool.
Yeah. It's very sleek. It looks awesome. Kind of just blends.
Yeah, it's what I think you'll come to expect from the LEAP group. It works right. It works the way you wish all reptile products were created.
All right, changing a little bit again. Can you tell us about shipping? I know right now we're only doing US.
Okay.
But what are our goals? What are we hoping for in long term?
It is absolutely our intent to be a worldwide brand. Launch is specific only to the US, so that's going to stay the case until we announce otherwise. But rest assured, if you are passionate about our product, tell your local stores, tell your local retailers, let them know about us, because it's possible they do not know about us, and we are taking all the inquiries and emails, and we are formulating a plan for the global launch of the brand LEAP.
This next one you touched on before, but I just want to reiterate it again because we do get a lot of questions. The misters are for 2 nozzles, so that can be 2 separate habitats or 2 nozzles on a singular habitat. We do get that question a lot. I think it is actually on the website.
And we do look forward to have a missing solution for more enclosures with more nozzles, but it's not available right now.
A question that I don't know if we've actually put this answer out on the internet yet, but I think it's going to be added. Do we have gallon sizes that correlate to the habitat size?
We do have we have volume sizes that correlate to the habitats. On the boxes themselves, it states the gallons and the liters, which is a tell to our interest in going into foreign markets. But I don't believe they're currently on the website, and for that, I personally apologize. And we will work on it so that you can compare the size of our enclosures in gallons or liters to other commercially available enclosures.
Okay. I think this is number 10. I think this is the last one, and I
Right.
think it's a good one as well. How do you clean the sides of the habitat and the front without scratching it? What do you recommend?
So I recommend, first of all, as an avid car washer and detailer, I recommend microfiber towels for everything.
We're gonna be here a while.
I won't get into my passion for car detailing, but microfiber towels are really soft. They're really effective. You can get them anywhere. You can get them at Lowe's. You can get them at Sam's Club. They're inexpensive. They're a great cleaning tool around the house in general. And what I would recommend is a dilute vinegar solution, especially if you're trying to clean hard water deposits. But vinegar is also a decent disinfectant for reptile poop. So if you're cleaning the sides of your enclosure, I would recommend a microfiber with vinegar, and especially for the front, whether you need to use the vinegar or not, depends on how soiled your front is, but a microfiber cloth will ensure that you don't scratch the clear plastic front.
Awesome. Well, thank you for answering everything.
Thank you for asking
Is there
me.
anything else you want to add?
I would like to add that we are really excited to have our website up, and I would like to recommend that you guys follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Leap.Habitats on most of the social media channels. YouTube, we are putting out videos weekly at this stage, so stay tuned. Kelsey, thank you for joining me today.
Of course.
And we will see you all very soon.
Keep
Thanks.
the questions coming. Thanks, guys.